Uh, well, I grew up in the Mississippi Delta, listening to B.B. King, and that was the first concerts I ever got to go to was B.B. King, and the blues just infected me. But I wasn't sure I wanted to do the blues until I left Mississippi, and the further I went away from Mississippi, looking for music, the more I realized how much it was worth to be able to play the blues and have grown up where I did and get the first-hand lessons that I got from, like, I don't know, there's something about living in the Delta. There's something about, I don't know whether it's we're just so bored that all we have to do is practice, or I don't know what it is. But either way, I loved music. I knew I loved music, but I also knew that I needed to seek elsewhere to record and perform, and I needed to leave the Delta. But I'm finding out it's a blessing to be from there, and so, you know, everybody in the world now knows where the Mississippi Delta is because of the blues. So I got started. I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be a writer and a lyricist, and I started playing guitar because nobody would accommodate me and humor me and play exactly what I wanted to hear them play on guitar. So I ended up teaching myself how to play guitar and then piano eventually. So yeah, and I, you know, just started this love affair that I don't think it'll ever end. You know?
Well, my name is Ciera Ouellette, and I was born in Texarkana, Texas. And being, you know, a Southerner, I grew up listening to country music and really had an affinity for that, you know, right off, just soulful country blues, stuff like that. But when I was 5, my mother kind of realized I had a talent. She put me in a pageant. It was Millard County Fair, and there was a talent portion where, you know, you had to sing, and it's the first time she ever heard me open up my mouth, and I sang like a Disney song. I think it was Pocahontas or something, but everybody was just like, oh my God, your daughter's got such a great voice, and, you know, she should sing and get lessons. And so from that point on, I continued to do pageants and county fairs and talent shows and all that stuff. And when I was 13, I finally decided it's time to pick up a guitar and learn how to play an instrument. So I started songwriting and playing guitar at 13. And yeah, when I was 16, I got my big hit with singing. I got to open up for Jody Messina and Lone Star. And man, that was really special. I've never felt more of an adrenaline rush getting on stage and seeing all those people, and man, I really, that's something I really enjoyed. When I was 18, I opened up for Leanne Rimes at the Liberty Bowl. She did the halftime show, and I did the pregame show. I did the national anthem, and then the night before we sang at the Peabody for St. Jude's Gala. So that was a lot of fun. I've had my taste a little bit with a few celebrities here and there, but you know, for me, I just enjoy singing. It's just a passion. If nothing ever comes from this, you know, I'm fine with that. I love to sing. It's where my heart is, my passion, and yeah. So that's pretty much how I got started with singing and where I am now.
Well, sometimes they come to me like that, waiting for you. I was having a fight with my girlfriend, and we were expecting, and she wouldn't answer the phone, wouldn't talk to me. So I decided I would just write a song about what I would want to say to my baby instead of, and so that one just kind of, I don't know where that one came from. The melody and the like chord progression, I don't know. The words were in my head about that, but I love to sit and write in the morning. Seems like my head's the most clear. If there's not a whole lot going on, I can just sit, and I like to have a cup of coffee and go over some chord progressions I probably wrote down the night before. Lyrics, I go to life experiences. I try to meditate for a while and actually think about how I was feeling at a certain point. If I want to write a certain song about a heartbreak or a love affair or anything, I kind of try to go there in my mind and just think of conversations that I had at that point. And a lot of times those conversations with people that you feel like are very spiritual beings, when you have a conversation with them, a lot of times it's lyrics to a song. And you know, I just go back and pick them out and make them rhyme and stick a bridge in there or whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, I do. I write my own songs. Usually I write them in the heat of the moment when, like Andrew was saying, I get in a fight with my boyfriend or something crazy just happened. Right then and there, I'll just get out a pen and paper and start writing it all down, writing down every thought, you know, recording my notes on my cell phone.
Well, I've just signed up with, I'm now a composer, songwriter with Simply Grand Music, that used to be Sounds of Memphis. And we have been, a little extra. I just signed up with Simply Grand Music out of Memphis. They used to be Sounds of Memphis. And I'm a composer, songwriter with them, and also a performing artist. And we're recording some songs that I wrote with a guy named George Jackson. I had the pleasure of hanging out with George Jackson in 2001. And George has written many #1 hits, many #1 hits, but he sat down with me when I was young and taught me songwriting, and we wrote some songs together. So finally, 12 years later, I don't know, we're finally getting to record them, and we recorded them at Ardent Studios just recently. Cadillac Funk is my project. As an artist, I'm signed up with Simply Grand, but Cadillac Funk is not, it's a sister project, you know. I definitely have the backing of the record label, but as far as like having some kind of deal and tour bus and all that, that's not happening yet. Who knows? Get the right song out there, and then all of it will be a possibility. But yeah, I've been turning in 10 songs a month. I have, I think 72, somewhere close to 80 published songs now, and that was in the past 3 or 4 months where I've just finally got to start working with the label. Just had those songs I was waiting for somebody to be like, hey, we want those. Here all of them are. So it took about 2 or 3 months to get almost 80 songs down. And I got to go back Monday. This Monday, I'm going to turn in 10 more. And I've been working with Ciera a whole lot. She and Silas Reed. Silas Reed's been huge to me as far as an influence, and Bill Perry as far as my current situation. I'm always learning from these guys, and they're writers and composers, and they're just amazing. And so we all kind of, I guess, just feed off each other, and there's just a huge inspiration ring going on, you know. And that's what's been going on lately.
Certain song lyrics, there's a few song lyrics that really just move me. Let me think. There's a Maroon 5 song lyric, and I really love it. And he says, "It's not always rainbows and butterflies, it's compromise that moves us along." Meaning that, like, not everything in life is perfect. There's not going to be a pot of gold at the end of every rainbow, and you know, but it's compromise that keeps you going, keeps you moving forward.
The meaning of life? Oh, love and understanding, man. That's all it is. I mean, that's all it, in the end and in the beginning, that's all we have is to be more understanding, more patient, and love more. Make sure you share love and give love and be loved, and allow yourself to be open to love. You know? That's all there is, in my opinion. Love and understanding.
Is there something funny about me?
Lots funny about
Oh, I look funny? I'm really clumsy. I tend to break things and fall and trip up the stairs and fall down the stairs and drop things constantly. There's one band I love. They're called 07, and they've been on a lot of background soundtracks, and they were doing a lot of music for a movie that was called show. It's called Nip Tuck. But recently, one of their singers, her name is Sia Furler. She's from Australia, and she just broke out of the group as her own singer, solo songwriter, whatever. And she's amazing. Oh God, I love her. She's one of my idols, Sia Furler. So this has been our Oxford session. I'm Ciera Ouellette.
I'm Andrew Yurkow. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.